My beloved child, God has a message for you. Please don't skip. The teachings of Jesus Christ have had a profound impact on the world for over 2 millennia. His words and deeds have inspired countless individuals to pursue lives of love, compassion, and purpose. Among the many profound lessons Jesus taught, one teaching stands out as transformative: love your neighbor as yourself. This command, simple yet revolutionary, has the potential to change not only individual lives but also the world as a whole. Imagine a world where this teaching is fully embraced, a place where people treat others with the same care and consideration they extend to themselves. How would relationships look? How would conflicts be resolved? How would communities thrive? The answers to these questions reveal the immense power contained in this one principle. At its core, love your neighbor as yourself calls for empathy, kindness, and understanding. It requires seeing others as equals, recognizing their inherent dignity and worth. This teaching is not limited by borders, cultures, or beliefs. It transcends all human-made divisions. It challenges us to expand our circle of care and concern beyond our immediate family or social group to include every person we encounter. The first step to living out this teaching is self-awareness. Loving others as yourself presupposes that you love and respect yourself. This does not mean indulging in selfishness or pride, but rather recognizing your own value and treating yourself with kindness. When you understand your own worth, it becomes easier to see the worth in others. This self-love is the foundation upon which you can build authentic relationships with those around you. However, loving others as yourself is not always easy. It requires a willingness to look beyond surface differences and prejudices. It means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and considering their perspective. It often involves sacrifice, patience, and humility. Yet it is precisely through these challenges that growth and transformation occur. Consider the story of the Good Samaritan, a parable Jesus shared to illustrate this teaching. In the story, a man is attacked by robbers and left for dead on the side of the road. Several individuals pass by, ignoring his plight, until a Samaritan, someone from a group typically despised by the man's community, stops to help. The Samaritan not only tends to the man's wounds but also ensures his continued care. This story encapsulates what it means to love your neighbor, to act with compassion and generosity, even when it is inconvenient or crosses societal boundaries. When this teaching is applied to modern life, its relevance becomes strikingly clear. In a world often characterized by division, hostility, and self-interest, the call to love others as ourselves is a radical yet essential antidote. It challenges us to be peacemakers in a culture of conflict, to offer kindness in the face of cruelty, and to prioritize the common good over personal gain. In practical terms, this teaching can manifest in countless ways. It might mean lending a helping hand to a colleague struggling with their workload, offering a listening ear to a friend in distress, or standing up against injustice in your community. It could involve forgiving someone who has wronged you, even when it's difficult, or reaching out to someone who feels isolated or excluded. Each act of love, no matter how small, has a ripple effect that can inspire others and create a more compassionate society. Moreover, love your neighbor as yourself is not limited to interpersonal interactions. It also has profound implications for how we approach broader social and global issues. It calls us to care for the vulnerable, advocate for the marginalized, and work towards a more just and equitable world. It encourages us to steward the environment responsibly, recognizing that our actions impact not only those around us but also future generations. This teaching also challenges the way we view success and fulfillment. In a culture that often equates success with wealth, power, or status, Jesus' words remind us that true greatness lies in how we treat others. Acts of love and service may not always garner recognition or reward, but they hold a deeper and more enduring significance. Living out this teaching requires intentionality and perseverance. It is a daily commitment to choose love over indifference, understanding over judgment, and generosity over selfishness. It involves cultivating habits of kindness, practicing active listening, and being present for those around you. It also means extending grace to yourself and others when mistakes are made, recognizing that growth is a journey. One of the remarkable aspects of this teaching is its transformative power. When you choose to love others as yourself, you not only impact their lives, but also experience profound personal growth. Acts of kindness and compassion create a sense of connection and fulfillment that material possessions or achievements cannot match. They remind you of your shared humanity and the beauty of giving and receiving love. This teaching also has the power to heal relationships and mend brokenness. Whether it's a family feud, a rift between friends, or a community divided by differences, choosing to act with love can pave the way for reconciliation and restoration. It requires vulnerability and courage, but the rewards are immeasurable. Furthermore, love your neighbor as yourself invites us to see the divine in others. For those who hold religious beliefs, this teaching reflects the idea that every person is made in the image of God and is therefore worthy of love and respect. For those who do not adhere to a particular faith, it underscores the universal value of human dignity. In either case, it calls us to rise above our biases and prejudices, to recognize the inherent worth of every individual. In a world that often seems overwhelmed by negativity and division, this teaching offers a beacon of hope. It reminds us that change begins with each of us. By choosing to love others as ourselves, we contribute to a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that can transform not only our immediate surroundings, but also the broader world. To truly embrace this teaching, it's essential to cultivate a spirit of humility and openness. This means being willing to learn from others, acknowledge your own shortcomings, and seek forgiveness when needed. It involves being attentive to the needs of those around you and responding with genuine care and concern. It also means being willing to challenge societal norms or practices that perpetuate harm or inequality. Ultimately, love your neighbor as yourself is a call to action. It is not merely a sentiment to admire or an ideal to aspire to. It is a way of life to be lived out daily. It calls us to be the change we wish to see in the world, to embody the love and compassion we hope to receive from others. The beauty of this teaching lies in its simplicity and universality. It does not require extraordinary resources or talents. It is accessible to everyone, regardless of age, background, or circumstances. It begins with small, everyday choices and grows into a powerful force for good. As you reflect on this teaching, consider how you can apply it to your own life. Who are the neighbors in your life? Not just those who live nearby, but anyone you encounter. How can you show them love and kindness? What steps can you take to cultivate a more compassionate and inclusive attitude? The journey to living out "love your neighbor as yourself" is not always easy, but it is undoubtedly worth it. It has the power to transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. It challenges you to rise above selfishness, embrace empathy, and act with integrity. It calls you to be a light in the world, reflecting the love and grace that have the power to heal and renew. In the end, this one teaching of Jesus has the potential to change everything. It invites us to see the world through the lens of love, to treat others with the same care and respect we desire, and to create a legacy of compassion that endures for generations to come. By embracing this teaching, you take a step toward a life of greater meaning, connection, and joy. Let it guide your actions, shape your relationships, and inspire your journey. This is the transformative power of love, and it begins with you. My child, share this message with your loved ones and bless them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.